I finally found some oil. I've been searching for ages. I wasn't even recording, and yeah, I finally found it. So I left my base. I headed all the way up here, cleared everything out, didn't find any. Went up there, cleared everything out up there, didn't find any. I've come over this way, and finally, I found some crude oil. So that's it. I should be alright, because that is the thing I'm struggling with most, is just the oil refinery. I'm just not getting enough oil. So hopefully that'll pick things up quite a bit once I can actually get this harvested. So yeah, I will try and make the most of this. And hello again. So as you just saw, I found a bunch of oil, and I've built a bunch of pump jacks on it, so I need to get these connected up. I did a bit more exploring. So there is more oil there, more oil there. There's a bunch of copper, iron, copper all over the place, and down here there is a huge big open area which I've cleared out, which I believe I can make use of. So my current plan is this area here will just be a massive power plant to produce enough power for what I decide to build down here. Because, well, I feel this base, I think it's just a lost cause. I'm just going to let it keep running, doing what it's doing. It is researching for me incredibly slowly. I'm gaining about 1% every 5 minutes, but it's better than not researching at all. And I've wasted enough time on it already. I'm not going to waste any more tearing it down. So the first thing I need to do, I believe, is get some proper railways sorted out, as these single track railways are not going to cut the mustard. So I'm going to create some sort of junction so I can have multiple tracks running along the same path, and see how it goes. Hopefully with very little failure this time, but I should give it a go and I will return shortly. Alright, so this is what I've come up with, and I've gone for a roundabout. Purely because where I live, we have a very high concentration of roundabouts and a very low concentration of actual junctions. So I just understand roundabouts a bit better than I do junctions. I may have to change junctions later on, depending on how it goes, but I'm quite pleased with this, and I believe it will work. So if you're on the roundabout, any train trying to enter it will have a red light. So there can only be one train on the roundabout at a time. So I'm hoping this will stop causing block-ups. Of course, once you're off the roundabout, because of course if the train was to stop here, the next train on the roundabout would get that far and then get stuck, and it would block the roundabout. So I've got a bunch of chain signals. I had to look up what the blue light was, and supposedly, if there's a blue light, the train will go, providing its exit is clear. So if I'm stopped here, any train that wants to come this way will wait before entering the roundabout. Any train that wants to go another way is free to go. So again, I'm hoping that should stop congestion. This area here is literally just going to be a maximum of 4 trains at any stage. I'm going to have 2 trains for the oil, 2 trains for coal. So I've built a rudimentary junction here that should be able to handle low volumes of traffic. So as you can see, if you're on the junction, any entrance to said junction gets a red light. And then once you're clear of the junction, then they're all good to go again. Again, I've got chain signals there and there, so that if I'm stopped here and a train can't exit it, then what he would do is he'd just park across it and stop anything coming in from getting through. So again, if you can't leave the junction, you can't enter the junction. So I'm hoping this works. And the bit that I'm most excited for is this last little bit here. So I've created a blueprint of my roundabout, so I should just be able to create it again. And I've also got some construction robots in my inventory, and I've got the personal robo port and a bunch of battery packs. So hopefully, if I've lined this all up right, which I know I have because I checked, and click there, it should just build itself. Look at that. Oh, I'm quite pleased with this. So, with any luck, this will all function properly. And yeah. So, again, this is just a small area. So, the coal is literally just going to be powering my power stations. But then it should leave everything else free to go all the way through here. And it should free it to go from here. That roundabout will further lead me up here when I want to go up there. Down here when I want to go down here. And this one will lead me all the way down to this area. That's the plan. Hopefully it pans out. So yeah, let's just let these guys finish constructing this. Once they've done that, I will, because now he's connected back to the rail network, I will plug him back into his station. That one. Wait for a full cargo. And yeah, once he's empty, he should just continue going round and round in circles, endlessly collecting coal for me. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. I'm happy with it. And next thing to do is, of course, start getting everything, all the resources piled into this area and create a massive factory. So I shall give that a go and see what I come up with. And this is what I've come up with. Yeah, this has taken me a considerable amount of time to create this. So far I've got oil running down here as I've set up the train. The trains were already set up here, so I thought, you know what, they'll be the first stations I get coming down here, and they're working. They're making it all the way around here. Down here, they're not hitting anything else. I mean, there's only 4 trains on the entire network at the moment, but it's a good start. And yeah, it's it's interesting. So I created some blueprints. I made a station where you've got a track running through the middle and unloading bays on each side. I made a blueprint so I can just spam it out as much as I like, and yeah, I feel it's going well. All I need to do now is get the copper, get the iron, get some coal coming down here. I mean, to be fair, for the coal, these 2 trains spent most of the time backed up, so I'll probably just tell one of them to start coming down here and unloading here, and then work on some more coal later. But yeah, get the rest set up, see how it goes with high volumes of traffic. As you can see, I've veered away from the roundabouts a little bit. I felt as though all of this with a bunch of roundabouts around it would just take up far too much space. And where they're literally just going to be turning off into stations and turning back out onto the track, I don't need them to be able to go any other direction. So I felt junctions were the way forwards. But yeah, so this is this is all completely untested. I put these together for, oh, that looks like it'll work, and I might be about to find out the hard way that I've just wasted 4 hours of my life, but I hope not. So I shall get the rest sorted out and catch up with you guys in a few seconds. Now, what has been a few seconds for you has been probably about 6 hours for me. However, I now have iron, all sorting itself out. I have copper sorting itself out. It's all coming just nicely into my waist. Look, there's endless rows of it, just endless. And I've got this all set up. This is a lot more arranged, much better than what I was doing over here. If I can find it, where is it? Oh, gone past it. Yeah, this rubbish. It's a lot more organised. So I was not going to use this base for anything, but I've ended up using it just for its stuff. Like every time I run out of something, like assemblers, I just go there and just pick a bunch up because they're not doing anything anyway. So it's not completely useless, that base. I'm making small amounts of use of it. However, where am I? Here I am. Yeah, so I'm now producing 4 different colours of science, although the blue ones seem to have stopped working. I'm not sure what's gone on there. Let's have a little look. So plenty of engines, plenty of sulfur, not enough red circuits. Why have my red circuits stopped producing? And it's because apparently I have no plastic. Why have I got no plastic? Let's go and check this out. And here we have the source of the problem. So apparently my train, in its infinite wisdom, has decided it's going to use this station instead of this station, this being the only station it's used so far. Bearing in mind there's a choice of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, it's only been using that one, so that's the only one I've actually bothered connecting up to the rest of my network. So he's gone apart there, and the coal is going nowhere, and without coal you get no plastic. So I'm going to have to plumb them all in, and then get things running again. And he's all connected back up again. So from this point it does not matter which train stop our train chooses to use, because they will all feed into that one track and go from there. So the next thing for me to do would be to start producing the purple and yellow science packs, as they're the only two I'm currently not producing. They take considerably more effort than the rest. It's going to be quite a bit of infrastructure just to get them up and running, but I've got a large enough area here that I should be able to do it, and if not, I can always just do it here. Like, there's plenty of space. This is like this is a perfect area. I feel I'm happy with the fact I found this, and I have recently finished researching. Where has it gone? Here it is: the nuclear uranium processing and nuclear power. So I think I should also look into building a nuclear power station, as it will provide me a lot more power than this. Although they're coping quite well, they're all putting out about a fifth of their capacity. But of course, as I add more stuff to my network, it's going to increase the load on these. And I feel a nuclear power station, just by the fact that it's a nuclear power station, will almost definitely produce a lot more power than them. So I feel as though I shall leave it here for today, and next time, yeah, we'll have a look at getting some nuclear power up and running and see how it goes. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys tune in again. Bye.